else. This is a boss battle from Assassin's Creed Origins. This is brand new footage, and we have more on all IGN platforms right now. Let's check it out.
Ia să vedem un boss battle. S-a bătut gongul. Slaver, level 25. Și tu ești tot level 25. Ok. Oh! Ouch. Ouch. Se pare că are super armor. Pentru că ignoră toate loviturile și asta nu-mi place. Nu chiar toate. Ok. Tipica la Dark Souls. Faci dodge în stânga sau în dreapta la greu. Au. E puțin cam simplist. Boss battle-ul e parcă prea simplist. Faptul că inamicul are o viață mare nu mă deranjează, dar să ai ce face, adică că devine la un moment dat plictisitor. Aceleași mișcări. Ăla cred că a fost un critical, pentru că era o cifră mare. Ok. Să înțeleg că a făcut un taunt inamicul. Stai, ce este bine. Oh. Ouch. Ouch. Se pare că ultima bucată de viață se regenerează dacă ești lovit și poți să te ferești suficient. Să fie oare chiar așa de greu sau doar se prostește cel care joacă pentru a oferi așa un fel de hype că nu e ușor să ucizi un boss? Wow. Da, mă lași, a intrat în mod voit acolo. Hai să fim serioși. Ok. Drăguț. No mercy. Chiar sunt curios și o să zică și ei. Să înțeleg că a luat un nou echipament. Okay.
He got there in the end. That was the boss battle from Assassin's Creed Origins. Marty, break that down for us.
Yeah, so the game, they've said they want to double down on fighting bosses, which is not even doubling down. It's more of the Assassin's Creed series really hasn't had bosses. No. Like you kill a Pope in one game.
Usually just at the very end.
Yeah,
and
totally.
Usually just press X to assassinate the guy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Team plays.
And so obviously they want to bring in sort of gladiatorial arena combat. We also saw in the other one of the trailers chariot scenes. I don't know if there's going to be some sort of Ben-Hur kind of stuff. I think they want to really pull in a bunch of these iconic things from a lot of sword and sandal movies and throw them in there. And there was 2 different phases to that battle. The first one we didn't see. It was more of like a wave of enemies that you were fighting, and it had a lot more traps that were moving. So it had that like a spinning, like a stick with a bunch of spinning spikes in it that was actually moving across the arena.
So you have to almost like navigate the space and be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, it's like Super Meat Boys.
Oh,
exactly. Like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because whoever was playing was having a little bit of a tough time, but I wasn't totally sold on that. I think that one of the things that the Assassin's Creed series has lacked is a little bit of enemy variety. There hasn't always been a ton, and for a melee game especially, I was just talking to someone about this earlier today. The Batman Arkham games have been so good to play melee because they always throw different enemies at you at once. So I would like to see more of that. I think bosses are cool, but if I would change anything about the combat, I would have like 5 different enemy types, so I have to really calculate it. That looked like a lot of swinging with an axe to me. So.
Yeah, it also just looked like pretty standard Assassin's Creed combat. I think a lot of waiting for your opening and
the main difference I think was like that dodging almost reminded me a bit more of Bloodborne when he was like dashing in and out and then back in.
It was faster. Less of a comparison to Souls, honestly, and more of Bloodborne. Which, and again, this footage was captured by someone who'd been playing the game for 25 minutes. So I'm sure when you sit down with it and play it for a couple hours, you're going to be a little bit better.
That's true.
So that was like a gladiatorial arena. Did you get the sense that space is used multiple times in the game?
It was an arena that had an exact name. It was like the Crocodipolis Arena. You heard me trying to say this.
I did like several times. I heard me trying to say that behind me.
So I feel like this is going to be something that's scattered all across Egypt. Are going to be a bunch of different arenas. And again, if like what they're saying, there's a free-form nature to the quests. If you just want to do arenas, maybe you can just go out and try to find all the arenas and become the Crocodipolis King.
Cool. Well, that wraps it up for the Ubisoft post-show. But remember, you can catch more exclusive Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay right now on our digital platforms. Coming up, IGN Live at E3 continues with Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, The Evil Within 2, all the latest news and complete coverage of the Sony E3 event at 6 p.m. Pacific. But first, we'll have a director's commentary version of the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer. It's coming up right after this.
Ok, în filmulețele ce vor urma, comentariul meu va fi unul redus, pentru că până începe ședința de la Sony, conferința de la Sony, comentariul va fi unul redus, dar ok, cam asta a fost ședința de la Ubisoft. Am văzut pre-show, ședința în sine și post-show. Iar acum urmează diferite interviuri și lucruri până la ședința de la Sony. Voi comenta ocazional atunci când cred că mi se pare ceva interesant sau cine știe, când sunt pe fază, pentru că mai fac diferite lucruri între timp ce înregistrez ședința. Mai bine zis, stream-ul, că acum nu mai este nicio ședință. Și să urmărim în continuare. Sper să reușesc să fac coverage la tot E3-ul. Probabil la anul mă voi axa pe ședințele în sine. Le voi face full coverage la ședințele în sine și apoi un review la fiecare ședință. Wow, cam tare. Și apoi un review la fiecare ședință în parte, pentru că să acoperi pre-show cu ședința și post-show și apoi și toate interviurile necesită foarte, foarte mult timp și uneori nu am acel timp. Dar ok, să urmărim în continuare ce avem de urmărit aici. Să urmărim ce avem de urmărit. Ok.
UBISOFT press conference and that trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2. Michel,
da.
Yeah, that's a very important moment. Even in my long career, I've made a lot of games. This is great. You know, the return of Beyond Good and Evil after almost 15 years. Yeah, that's incredible.
It's a return that so many people are excited about, myself included, and I bet a lot of you have questions about that trailer. So, Michel and I are going to sit down, go through the trailer, I'm going to pick his brain. Hopefully we'll get you some good tidbits about Beyond Good and Evil 2. All right, Michel, the trailer starts off and immediately we get a glimpse of, we are somewhere in the depths of some city. What is this place?
It's a very vertical city. That's what we wanted here to establish clearly. And the other thing is that it's based on the level design of the game.
Now let's take a look inside here, and can I just say that these dumplings look delicious? I mean, did you purposely try to make them look tasty?
They are very precise. You see a lot of details. It's very micro. You see
you got the seasoning here on top.
Yeah, and exactly. But the big idea behind that is that when you're doing such big games, about space, it's very important not to forget about characters, about humanity, simple things, very teeny things. And that's what you can expect to see or experience in this kind of game, where you travel through space,
foarte mare,
your journey could end into this kind of change.
Începi să uiți din detalii.
Well, speaking of scale, this guy's pretty large.
Yeah, the pig tried to dominate the monkey, but the monkey is very confident, has got no fear, and they are talking about master and slave and
domesticated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly the idea that even between hybrids that are a mix between animal and humans, it was a way to establish that there is a social system in this world, and you can clearly have an example here.
Show me the idol. Show me the Redeemer. Here you go, mate.
I know I'm not the only one who looked at this and heard what he said just there and thought of our beloved Uncle Page from Beyond Good and Evil.
Right, there is a direct connection, Here we wanted to, so he's really clearly saying Page in, which is a kind of divinity for this kind of hybrid. It's a way to add depth and or just to show how deep the world can be. And even those hybrids created by humans, they have their own, religion. And because Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a prequel to Beyond Good and Evil 1, we want to add a lot of details about how the world is, those names, Page. Is it a common name, divinity name? So sometimes, in some religion, you give the name of a divinity to a boy or a girl.
Sure, yeah.
So all these details are here to make people understand more the world of Beyond Good and Evil.
Booby.
What? 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 That's Swiss fucking chocolate, pig.
And Nox is out of there. He's got that really cool glove contraption and then apparently some kind of jetpack to really help him make haste.
Yeah, and again, it's very important because it's gameplay ingredients we have in the game. So that's the kind of dynamic, move you can do into the game and how you can extract yourself from very dangerous situation and then jump and use the verticality of the city.
So the pig is not happy with what's just gone down, obviously, and he appears to have something in his forehead.
Yeah, there is some blood and some pieces of glass that fall on his head, and
I love how many scars he has too.
Yeah, it's this kind of scar that's very important because hybrids, they have been created for dangerous tasks that no human wanted to do. They can also be used as fighters, hybrid fighting against each other. There's a lot of slavery. So it's another way to reinforce the depth of the world, on all this history that the characters are carrying on their body.
All right, a new character arrives on the scene in what appears to be a getaway vehicle.
So that's Shani. She's the crewmate of Nox. They are used to do this kind of things all together.
Now this look here is one of my favorites at the city because you really start to see those vertical layers stretching out. Again, that mixture of ancient architecture but modern technology.
Here you can see there are green gardens. At first it was like more technical things, but I really wanted the city to be spiritual, you know. It's like monks are into this kind of garden. There's no advertisement and things like that. If you look at every sign after a certain height, it's only religion. It's and there is this contrast between very old style temple and holograms, you know, so that's the kind of idea we wanted to establish.
Nox is firing off the back while Shawnee drives. Is this an experience that players are going to be able to sort of to have in the game and share?
Yes, exactly. It's really something that is very important for our game, is that you can play online, and the vehicles are made so that you have different, you know, places into the vehicle, so and different roles. And I really like this kind of dynamic when you're playing with someone.
Blowing big stuff up, confirmed for Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Yeah, and here we discussed that a lot too, because if you look, they're breaking a very special part of the buildings. So not the whole city is going to be breakable, because it's technically just impossible to break. This part of the building is made of glass and things like that. That's the part that is broken. In the real game, you have things you can break, things you can't break, and I want that to be obvious for people. So they're breaking this big glass part of the temple.
Okay, but this planet is not all one big city. Here we are out in what appears to be the countryside. We're seeing some terrain, these